If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstmb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Hello, what is up everybody? Hopefully you guys have an amazing day. In today's video, we have the best shooting badges by tier, and I'm going to explain how they work and what percentages they increase for your shooting. So make sure to leave that like, hit that subscribe button if you could, and make sure to follow all my socials. But anyway, let's get straight into today. Let's get straight into the best shooting badges on the game. Now, the first badge I want to talk about, the Chef badge. After Season 2, I've been testing it for the last couple of days, since Season 2. Season 2's been out about 2-3 days. And I have noticed it has a couple of differences. Now, this badge, if you are like me and you shoot all your shots off of quick stops, so I dribble around and I quick stop every single time. If you shoot off quick stops from 30 foot or beyond, Chef is the badge for you guys. I chucked this badge on Hall of Fame because I'm shooting half-court shots off the quick stop. More than likely I am shooting that. That's why I have it on Hall of Fame. So when I'm at the half-court line, I have a lot of clips of me hitting half-court for the game winners and stuff like that. So what it does, it works from 30 foot or beyond off dribble shot. So either off a quick stop and shoot, or off a fadeaway shot. So dribble around, quick stop, shoot, dribble around, fadeaway, 3 from 30 foot or beyond. That is what Chef does. And now with Hall of Fame, it's increasing my shooting by about 50% of it. I'm assuming it's by 50% because ever since I put it on Hall of Fame, I have been hitting way too many half courts, way too many shots off the quick stop from 30 foot or beyond. Even in Rec Center, I was dropping 50 points in the game twice from just using this badge on its own. Now badges, I'm going to show you the badges that stack on top of it as well. So certain badges help it get better. Now one of them badges is Stop and Pop, and I like to have this one on the max I can have. So especially if you're a shorter point guard, these are the badges for you. If you're a point guard at all, if you're the main shooter, Chef is for you. Stop and Pop is for every shooting build. For every single shooting build on the game, Stop and Pop, Hall of Fame, or Gold. Heaven and Gold or Hall of Fame, it is a must-have badge. Now how Stop and Pop works is when you're dribbling, again, if you're doing a quick stop, or you're dribbling around, do a quick stop and shoot. So you have to shoot within 1 to 2 seconds. So I'm going to say between 1 to 3 seconds. So as soon as you do your quick stop, shoot off that from anywhere on the court. Mid-range or 3-point range, nothing in the paint. So remember that. You put Hall of Fame Chef on, from 30 foot or beyond, that's where it works. From fadeaways or quick stops. Stop and Pop works from anywhere on the court, from the mid-range to the 3-point line. So as soon as you stop, do your quick stop and just shoot off the quick stop. Stop and Pop will increase your shooting by about 20% with Hall of Fame, about 15% with Gold. So with 20% increasing, especially if you have a 90+ 3 ball, and since the latest patch that has nerfed shooting, so if anyone has an 85 3 or below, your shooting has been nerfed. From 85 and beyond up, your shooting is the same. So Stop and Pop and Chef, they're the two best shooting badges I like to put together. Now another badge that you can also stack onto that would have to be Hot Zone Hunter. Now you already know what Hot Zone Hunter does. I like to put this on Hall of Fame. Now, Hot Zone Hunter, I'm not going to lie, every 2K, this is like one of the best shooting badges in the game. So, you already know what Hot Zone does. It negates cold, so if you have any cold spots or any neutral spots, it's just all neutral. If you're in the hot spot, it's going to make your shooting increase by about 8 to 10% with Hall of Fame. 8 to 10% is actually a pretty solid number. So if you're shooting slightly early or slightly late, so slightly early is a bit more consistent with slightly late, it's going to drop off a little bit. But with Hall of Fame, it's like nearly identical. But if you get a green, if you time it 100% correctly in the green window, it's going to be green or it's going to be a full white and it's going to go into the bucket. So you want to put Chef Hall of Fame Stop and Pop with Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter. Them three together, all stacked to one. And I really recommend you do that. So even if you can't get them Hall of Fame, put them at the highest you can. Now, Chef, obviously, as I said, for point guards. For any other build, Stop and Pop Hot Zone Hunter works perfectly together. Now, another badge I want to talk about is Mismatch Expert. Mismatch Expert, sorry, my fault. So Mismatch Expert, what it does is if anyone is 3 inches or taller than you, maybe even 1 inch, so I think it's even 1 inch or taller, it activates. So you want to have this on, especially if you're a point guard. I'm 5'10" on my build, and I want to be able to shoot over anyone in the park. I put Hall of Fame on this one. Now, if the taller the opponent, the higher percentage of the shot is going to go in. So if they're 10 inches to 12 inches taller than your guy, it's going to go in about, what was it? Like, I think it was an extra 25% with someone who's 6 5 to 8 inches taller than you, it's around 15%. And someone who's 4 inches or taller than you. Now this is all the green window. So this is when you hit the middle of the green, when you time your jump shot just correctly. Around 12.5% for 4 inches or taller. So now if you're going to go 1 inch or taller, it's only going to be like a 5% increase. So make sure to have it on the top tier you can have it on. Mismatch Expert is a #1 badge. So you want to go Chef, Hot Zone Hunter, Mismatch Expert, Stop and Pop. All on the highest you can get if you're a point guard. If you're not a point guard, put Hot Zone Hunter, Stop and Pop on the highest you can. The next badge I want to talk about is Blinders. You already know what Blinders does. Blinders is super overpowered. So if you're dribbling around and someone goes in your peripheral vision, jumping into your peripherals from the side of you at all, Hall of Fame Blinders, you're making the shot if you time your jump shot correctly. I hit so many greens when I have this on. I dribble to the corner, stop, my quick stop to the corner, and I'm shooting it, and then jumping in my peripheral vision. I'm hitting that shot most likely or not. Now, Blinders gives you about a 20-25% increase in your shot going in with Hall of Fame. If you cannot get a gold, don't put it on at all. It's a waste of badge points. So you want to put it on at least gold. But if you can, Hall of Fame is the must-have to have it on. So make sure to have Blinders on at least gold. Hall of Fame is must-have. Any build in the game must have Blinders on at least gold. If you can't get it gold, save your badge points. I'm going to tell you what else you can put your badge points on. Now, you want to put your badge points on just one simple badge. Chuck it on Bronze Lucky 7. Now, if you're shooting under 7 seconds or less, it's pretty explanatory. It's going to increase your shooting. If you put it on Bronze, it's going to increase your shooting by about 5 to 7%. So 5 to 7%. It's one of my best Bronze badges. If you haven't checked that video out in the top right-hand corner of the video to check that out. Lucky 7's a must-have Bronze badge. Don't put it any higher than Bronze. 7 seconds or less. Increase your shooting 5 to 7%. You'll be hitting that green in no time if you're shooting under 5 seconds or less. The next badge I want to talk about, I like to have on Hall of Fame Sniper. Now, Hall of Fame Sniper has been nerfed, okay? If you guys haven't noticed, Sniper has been nerfed along with the jump shots being slower, and anyone with an 85-3 and above, there's jump shooting the same. So you have 84 and below, your jump shooting has been nerfed and it's harder to shoot. So Sniper, it still increases your white percentage going in by about 10 to 15%. Before that, it was around 20%, something like that, if you're timing it properly. Now, I have a 99-3. It hasn't changed my shooting at all. But people who have a lower 84-3 or below, they're not hitting hardly any whites anymore. They still hit whites, don't get me wrong, but their whites are going down by about 50%. So at least put this on at least gold, but if you can, put it on Hall of Fame. You only need an 83-pointer. If you got an 83-pointer, 80 mid-range, chuck that bitch on Hall of Fame. You'll be cashing out every single white if you have a higher 3-point than a 85. Trust me, if you have a 93-point plus, you'll be hitting whites like they're nothing, like I do. I hit so many whites with Hall of Fame Sniper. The next badge I want to talk about is Corner Specialist. Now, Corner Specialist is pretty explanatory. You're shooting from the mid-range or the 3, off dribble or off standing, off the quick stop or whatever. Bronze Corner Specialist, I like to have it on. It increases your shooting by about 2.5 to 4%. I think it's 3% to be exact. So 3% chance of your shot going in more higher from the mid-range or the 3-point corner pocket. So the corner pocket to the little edge, to the little triangle bit, that's where the Corner Specialist works, mid-range or 3. Have that on Bronze, and if you're shooting that really high percentage. The next badges I like to have is Clutch Shooter on Bronze, because it gives you a significant amount of your shooting percentage going in. When I have Clutch Shooter on, I am getting a green, I am getting my whites are going in from half court, from anywhere on the court. So make sure to have on Clutch Shooter if you have enough badge points. If you don't have enough badge points, hold on that. Now, for every build, have on Bronze Catch and Shoot. I have this on my point guard, okay? The reason I have it on my point guard is because if I'm doing it for catch and shoot, my shot's going to increase by about 3%. Again, so it's not that much, but it still increases it by 3% off a catch and shoot. And I highly recommend you guys try that out. Now, the second last badge I like to have on, I like to have on my Limitless Spot Up. Now, Limitless Spot Up, after the patch, it works off the Stop and Pop as well, like Chef from 30 foot or beyond, but it works off best off catch and shoot. So if you're a catch and shoot type player, this badge is perfect for you if you shoot from 30 foot or beyond by accident, okay? 30 foot or beyond is where the little line is on the 3-point line and beyond, or the top of the key and beyond. That's where that activates. So if you're doing any catch and shoots from Limitless Spot Up range, that is the #1 badge to have. I chuck it on Bronze just in case. The next badge I like to have is Green Machine, self-explanatory once again. Having Green Machine on, if you hit a green, after your second green, it's going to keep increasing your shooting percentage by enough, so then you can hit green after green after green after green. So I like to have that on at least bronze as well. The next badge is volume shooter. I like to have that as well, because volume shooter, if you're shooting a lot of shots, obviously you're shooting a lot of shots, every second. So once you shoot your second shot, it's going to keep increasing your shooting percentage by about 2%. So it's 2% to 2.5% to 3% to 3.5% to 4%. 4.5 and 5% is the highest you can get. So that's after like 7 shots. That is the max you can get to with your shooting percentage on. Have that bitch on silver, and you'll be hitting a lot of catch and shoot, or a lot of shots, to be honest. Whites, greens, anything you can have. They are the badges that I like to equip, bro. They are the best shooting badges in the game. Obviously, there's a couple more you like to have. Circus 3s, I want to talk about that just for a little bit. Circus 3s is for anyone who's doing inside the 30 foot and beyond. So it's 30 foot, it's 29 feet and closer. Off dribble 3s, off dribble mid ranges, off dribble 3s, I mean, that's where Circus 3s work. And same with difficult shots, just off the dribble fadeaways from the mid range. That's where that works. Deadeye, it doesn't work that well this year. If you want to try it on bronze, don't put Deadeye any higher than bronze. Set shooter, useless badge. Slippery off ball, useless badge. Fade ace is only people who like to fade away from the post. And then rhythm shooter is a good badge, but it's only for people who like to use a lot of dribble moves and shoot off a lot of size up dribble moves. I recommend putting that on bronze if you can. But that is today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to smash that like button for me, guys. It would be greatly appreciated. As well as follow all my socials. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, baby.